What's going on?
Hey, we're back.
Good to see you, James. We've been in Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon.
Yeah,
Man.
we made it through though.
I'm glad to be out of the house.
Amen. Me too. Well, I'm glad my kids went back to school. Boy, I'm glad to get the babysitter back.
Yeah, for real.
Well, we got with us today Dennis Richards. We call him City.
How you doing?
Yeah, he's an Incura alumni. He graduated from. Well, I'll let you tell everything. I'll let you just talk about yourself and but he's an Incura alumni and he works here too. So he's volunteering here and getting his CIT counselor and training.
Cool.
And whenever he has enough time, I think he got 3 more months.
Yeah.
Something like that. 3 more months, then he can start doing groups and doing some counseling and stuff. So
Right
well on his way.
Oh yeah. Like I said, my name's City. Started my journey about a year ago, and Incura really saved my life.
Yeah.
Truth be told. Came to the program, and one of the first things that I was asked to do was to just sacrifice 10 days. You know what I'm saying? And that's to not use while being on the NAB. And everything that I've ever done before never worked out, so why not try something new, basically?
Right.
So, you know,
Yeah, right.
So in
What's not working, let's change it up, huh?
yeah, got to.
Yeah.
So in doing that, you know, I did. I made a sacrifice. I dedicated that my time for that 10 days, and I have no complaints at all. Period. You know, everything worked out for the good. And not using, I gained clarity back, man. I gained body movement back. You know, I had my cravings left. It seems like my will and desire to really want to get high or be around basically people of that nature left. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
to get a new aspect or new outlook on life, it's really awesome. So, and with it being my first time ever being in this situation, clean and sober for this extended period of time.
How long you been sober?
It'd be 13 months on February 7th. So about a
Amen.
year
Awesome.
ago.
Amen. Yeah.
And it seems like every day is a new day for me, literally, because every day that I'm sober, I mean, it's
Amen.
It's great.
Feel good, don't
Oh
it?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk about the sacrifice of 10 days, and you tried other things before, kind of walk me through that. Like, was it difficult? Were you just kind of in desperation, or was it just a thing of like, you know what, I'm going to try this out. I give this 10 days, or was it like I'm just going to commit?
Well, so like I knew that I've already had a problem, and I've only been in rehab one other time before this, and the day I got out, I went back to using. But
Wow.
in this with this situation, I mean, I called Brittany on my own, you know, and came in. So it really wasn't, I say desperation. It was more or less, I knew my life was not really what I wanted to be at all, period. When I looked at myself in the mirror, all I seen was just a silhouette of something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My self-worth was gone. I had no confidence. To be inadequate or feel inadequate, you know what I'm saying, is
Wow.
It's really not a great feeling at all,
The
period.
guilt and shame. Yeah.
All of that,
Yeah.
man. You know, so
What was your drug of choice? Just while we
drug of choice with meth. I've been using meth for 30 years.
30
Wow.
years.
Strong.
Wow.
Strong.
How old are you?
Man.
44.
44.
Yeah.
So since you was 14 years old,
Yeah, 14.
yeah, you was using meth. Man.
How'd you get into it?
Had a friend in high school. He I'd done cocaine, you know, a time or two.
Yeah.
But he said, "Man, you'll do cocaine, but you won't do no meth." So,
I was that friend. I was that friend to my friends. Man, you might as well go ahead and graduate from the cocaine if you're gonna do cocaine.
Well,
you may as well do the meth.
you might as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I did that, you know, and it was really different. I'd rather, you know, at the time, I'd rather have that energy instead of having my whole brain froze.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, it stuck, but you know, it's. Whew, that was
It really don't take but one time, does it?
Man,
Especially after you're dabbling with drugs.
yeah.
You know, if you're dabbling with drugs, it really. I train my kids like this. it really don't take but one time.
Yeah.
Now it might be a year later or it might be 10 years later before you're a full out addict.
Yeah.
Using every day, but it's coming.
It's
coming.
It's coming.
That one time is all it takes to be addicted in your mind.
You gonna catch on that feeling, and then you gonna want that feeling again, and it's something hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
I've heard people talk about chasing the dragon before. Is that kind of what you ran into with
Uh,
meth?
I'm gonna say yes and no because I was, that. So my initial feeling when I did smoke it or whatever was you felt good. You felt energized. Yeah, some kind of confidence. You know what I'm saying? The ears and the hairs on the back of your neck perked up. So sometimes it kind of made you feel a little bit invincible.
Yeah.
But after a while, when I think of chasing the dragon, after a while, that meth don't work like that. You're
Not
chasing
at
that
all.
first high.
Yeah.
I mean, your brain is foggy.
Lagging.
You're trying to. I was a smoker too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I did it. You're trying to smoke as much as you can, do as much as you can, and after you've been on it for a long time, I had to start snorting it.
Yeah.
To stay awake.
Yeah.
I change up how I did it.
You're gonna try different
man,
levels.
it's just miserable. It is miserable from a sobriety standpoint. Looking back, I was so miserable chasing that, trying to get high like I did and party like I did in the first 6 months of being a drug addict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you? So you said you used for about 30 years.
Yes.
You're 13 months clean right now. When was the very first time you looked up and said, "I got to change course"? Was it your own decision? Was it incarceration? Was it
A little bit of both. So little bit of both. I've always known that I didn't want to use drugs for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But around 22, I got a little charge. You know what I'm saying? A delivery charge, and kind of how all that played out or happened. I knew that I needed to get out the game. Period. Because it really wasn't doing nothing but being a trap for me, and I wasn't trying to go back to prison for freaking 30 years.
Right.
So,
Right.
I didn't necessarily quit after I got busted. I just quit messing with people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got
Yeah.
smarter. You got
I just
smarter.
quit messing with people. So everything that I would, for the most part, get I became a straight user. I was just doing.
Yeah.
But in doing that, it didn't help anything. Period. So relationship was already in shambles. Life was already in shambles. So now I'm really dragging myself through the mud and through the trenches. So I think about 2023, I put myself in rehab for the first time at the St. Vincent. I forgot the name.
Bradford.
The Bradford House.
Bradford
Yes.
Marine was. I'm not Bradford Marine. Here's that's a boat store. But Bradford Health.
Yes.
Opened up a rehab. I remember that about that
Yeah.
time they opened up a rehab.
I went there, and for the first time in a long time, I actually felt like somebody. You know what I'm saying? I felt like something. But that was inpatient, and that was.
So that was your first taste of sobriety in 30 almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Almost.
Wow.
Yeah, and it felt good to know that I was somebody. It felt good to know that people actually did like to be around me, But like I say, when I graduated the program or got out after that 30 days, right back to it.
Wow.
Right back to it. So, and at this time I was on probation, and like I told my probation officer, I need some help. This ain't what I want to do, and she was really just waiting for me to put myself into a treatment program. And I told her like in late 24, like around September or something like that, August, September. I told her about the first of the year I'm going to treatment, period.
Yeah.
And I didn't say nothing to nobody. I made that call, man, because
Call up Brittany.
called Brittany, man. I was tired of feeling
Did you
like
know
that.
Brittany before?
No.
No.
Well, I didn't know her before, and I didn't know Incura.
Yeah.
But I've heard about this place through some
Have
people,
you?
but I didn't know that this is what this was.
Right.
I had some friends. I've talked with some friends, and they would say that they would go to a IV infused treatment center program, and I was like, "Man, hit this ball, man." I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about some
yeah.
crazy witchcraft.
Yeah, but in kind of finding out this is what it was, I'm glad that kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Because it truly has been.
Well,
a
the good
blessing.
thing is, you know right away. I mean, you're going to know within 5 or 6 days if that NAD is witchcraft or is real medicine.
You gonna know.
You're going to know right away.
Within the first 5 days
Yeah,
that it's serious. It's
Yeah,
real.
it's serious.
It
Change
helps,
your life, right?
Period.
Yeah.
No bad complaints about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So that 10 days, let's talk about day 5. I mean, was there a moment where you're just like, suddenly I get some clarity, suddenly I feel better, suddenly I'm remembering things, or I'm able to do something I couldn't do?
Yeah. So it was. So okay, before day 1, it's like day 1. I mean, you're kind of nervous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your body still hurts because you're just starting your detox for the most part. You know. You're still foggy in the mind. You're tired, whatnot, whatever. Depression,
setting in,
anxiety, everything.
Yeah.
So, give it a day, give it 2 days, give it 3 days. You will gradually see yourself and feel yourself heal or get better.
Yeah.
So about day 5, I mean, it's like in between 5 and 7, I was up taking out the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting in the chair no more in the group, slumped over, passed out, because it'll kind of do that. It'll help you rest a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm moving around. I'm trying to be sociable. You know, and it's like it's a good burst of energy. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, a sense of freedom, or my body feels good. I actually feel good. I can think clearly. You know, I can actually make some rational decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I really couldn't before.
Right.
And when that actually happened, that's when I came to you. And I think I had just got off the bag.
Yeah.
And that's when I came to you in the hallway, man. And I thank you. And I told you, I love what you had going on here.
Yeah,
and if any way possible that I could become part of the Incura family, I'm willing to do it.
Oh, wow.
Amen. You know, people ask that all the time, and I'll just sit back. I'm like, okay, just like I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. You know? And the people that really push in, like City, that really push into sobriety, man, I really want to try.
Yeah.
You know, City has just fit in with the family here. We call ourselves, all of us, a family.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've
You're a
noticed,
family. Yeah.
anytime I come around to do these shows and episodes and stuff, I always catch you, and you always have a smile.
Yeah,
I mean, you can
yeah.
see the positivity just radiating from you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I've always just
And
connected
it
with that.
wasn't. I know it wasn't like that before, because I know the past relationships, dealing with whatever I was dealing with, it was always, why you look so mad? Why you so angry? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't ever smile? Why you ain't never happy? Why y'all was, so.
They didn't even know you had a smile, did they?
I guess not really. But
Didn't know you had teeth unless you was biting them.
right. But now to see, people say things like you said, and patients here have actually said that have known me for a long period of time, said I got a glow in my eye. You know, I actually feel or look happy. It's a good feeling, man. It really is. You know, it really is.
I remember when you first got clean, you was in treatment, you know. He was, because our program's 4 months long.
Yeah.
The NAD is a great, great, great tool. But the problem is, you just heard him say he's been using drugs for 30 years.
30 years.
Those are habits, ways of life that are a foundation to him. Now, they're wrong. They're the wrong foundation. But they're bad. You know, it's hard for us to break that stuff. Right. I remember when he first come clean. Whenever he was in after the NAD, he was just so fired up about doing right. You know, about doing right. Maybe overly fired up about it. And we've talked about it. City has been great. I mentored him through that time a little bit, and he's just been receptive to everything. But to see the fire, he was just fired up for right. He wanted to do right, and he wanted other people to do right. To see what he had done, you know, see how you could change your life. And it was just great to see that, you know.
Man,
it's easy. It's for you to have found what you have found and to bring it here, and for people to come here and actually want help. Yeah. Why not get the help?
Yeah.
I mean,
amen. Why not get the help?
Why
Try
not get the
it out,
help?
man.
You know, everything basically that you have done in the past really hasn't worked or panned out for you. Do something different. Try something different. You know? It's the how. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to have an open mind, and you got to be willing to do something different.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I try to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Just get in here, give yourself a little bit of clean time.
Yeah.
You know, and see what you feel. Then I know what they're gonna feel. As soon as everybody gets clean, they're like, "Oh my God, what have I been doing, man?" You know, me too. You know, that's how we are. And so, yeah, just get in here and try it, man. You know?
It's nice.
So, you told us that you've been using since 30 years. Is there anything else you want to tell us from that period?
For the most part, coming, kind of speaking on kind of how I got a little bit to out of the trenches.
Yeah.
Convicted felon. Life ain't easy.
Life ain't easy, right.
And being stuck in those situations. Can't really blame too many people except self.
Yeah. That pride.
Man, it was times where.
Have you been to prison?
Yeah, I've been to prison 5 times.
Okay, how many years you spent total in prison?
Total, man, I have no idea. I got a 12 number.
Yeah.
Started in 03. I went flat. My last charge, I went flat 2017 from the Esther unit in Pine Bluff. But I've been to Tucker, Cummins, Riceville, Newport, Pine Bluff, Esther unit, and work release. I've been in the county. God knows how many, like 33 felony arrests.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
Man, your miracle to be right here, bro.
and that to come from where I've come from, because I almost died 2017, 18, out there on the humbug, thugging and drugging.
Yeah.
I tried to get over on somebody who was a suspected police or whatever you want to call it. So in the sense of trying to rob them, everything backfired, man.
Oh, yeah.
The hotel room caught on fire.
Oh, dang.
I had to kick an air conditioner out the window, and when I went out the window, I'm literally hanging. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging 4 stories up.
Whoa.
And I remember I looked at my right hand, and I woke up 3 days later in the hospital.
So you fell?
Fell. I don't remember no wind. I don't remember no impact. I don't remember no breeze, nothing. I don't remember nobody talking to me. I looked at my right hand, and I woke up 3 days later in the hospital, shackled to a bed.
Wow. Is that why you had, he had surgery,
Well,
he also had surgery on his finger while he was in treatment.
That's from the break room. That's from the rage room. But it became a part of my treatment.
Yeah.
I told myself, because I was angry. I had a lot of built up aggression, frustration that I didn't know how to release, and I didn't want to release it in a negative manner.
Yeah, you'd have been to jail enough, you didn't want to release that.
Man, and then
cops called on you.
Yeah, so a good friend of mine, coming from my sister, I suggested it to a good friend of mine, and we both went to the rage room. We both in recovery, and went there.
Well, like breaking plates and stuff?
Man, you break what it. Yes.
Whatever's in there?
Yes, microwave plates, dishwashers.
Was it fulfilling?
Man, very much so.
I understand that. I get that.
I went there with the intention of leaving all my aggression, all my anger, leaving it there. Period. Just like when you're on the field, leave everything on the field, and can you come out? Yeah. I left everything there.
I see your
came
finger. That's from the rage room, huh?
That's from the rage room.
Dang,
within 5 minutes, when the lady told me I could jump off the table, man.
Yeah.
I did that, but I got that out. So.
Yeah. Amen, bro.
Hey,
if a broken finger gets that rage out, then it's well worth it,
Man. 3 surgeries later, man.
Yeah, you're right. I've had many injuries that I didn't get no good from.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, City, after he was sober, went through this surgery. Hold your finger up so everybody can see how crooked it is. He got a big old scar on top of his finger.
Yeah.
He went through. He was sober. He went through surgery, and of course they're going to provide you some pain meds. That's a major surgery. And so, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Well, he dealt with it properly. He was very open with us, told us exactly what's going on, probably signed releases so we could talk to his doctors. Mm-hmm. When he got his pain meds, he brought them to our nurse, and our nurse distributed them to him and weaned him off of them.
That's awesome. I was going to ask about that because, that happens a lot. People get clean, they get an injury, and then, they prescribe hydro for anything.
Everything, yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, you need this. It's like, no, I really
Even
don't.
It's not needed, but it was needed for him.
Right.
Yeah. They actually prescribed me hydro 7.5s and hydro 5s, and I really did take it upon myself because I didn't want to get.
I remember how nervous you were. You were nervous about the whole situation.
Because I was clean, and I was like, in taking them, it's a narcotic, and I didn't want to be hooked on no pills or none of that. So
no opioids. Yeah, tough, man.
I told my mom, I said, count them, sign them, date them. You know what I'm saying? Put them in the bag. I'm gonna take them to the nurse. I'm gonna have her do the same thing, and we're gonna do that every day.
His mama's like our nurse.
Until I'm off of
She's not taking no shit off nobody, especially off of him.
Not at all. Not at all. She loves it now, though.
Yeah. I know she does. She does love you.
But I mean,
Proud of you.
how different is that from you 20, 30 years ago? I mean, to man up like that and be like, okay, look, I have a situation I got to deal with, but I'm gonna deal with it the right way this time.
Yeah, and you know, I 20, 30 years ago, boy, look at that.
Can you remember?
Everything would have been wrong. I would have went about it in every wrong way. But to actually do it now, with a lot of clarity, you know, and a lot of reason, choice is a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The decisions are a whole lot clearer, and life is a lot easier to manage and deal with. You know, it's not. It doesn't necessarily get easy. You got to meet life on life terms,
right,
and just be able to deal with it. But to have that clarity,
you can manage
it's very, very, very manageable. You know what I'm saying? And just a day at a time.
Some stuff we used to think was the end of the world.
I
When
mean,
you're sober, you're like, what was I thinking, man? You know?
I was like, I had to feel a certain kind of way to deal with or go anywhere. Nowadays, it ain't nowhere like that. Nowhere like that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Like today, I went to see my PO today, and boom. Before, it was like I'd be dreading to go see her.
Yeah, trying to figure out how you gonna pass that drug test.
I'm gonna pass the drug test, and I got to be high when I'm out there. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
to, yeah.
Or before I get there, because
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
I might get locked up. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? But now it's when I get there, and it's like I'm in and out. We have great conversation. You know what I'm saying? And she constantly tells me, you know, I'm proud of you. You're doing well. And she truly asked about Incura because she sees that, or she has seen several of her probationees in the program still doing right. So
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah. I remember one time I was on probation whenever I was. I have been a couple of times. Never been on parole, thank God. I've not had to go to prison, thank God. But I was on probation. This is like 01, 02. I was 21, 22. And, man, I was like that. I was like, man, I don't want to. I'm high, man. How am I going to pass this drug test? So look what I did. So I took this, y'all know that fish tube that goes in fish tanks to aerate? I took about 6 feet of it. I got somebody to clean pee. Sucked it up in there. Of course, I didn't suck it in my mouth.
Yeah.
I stuck gum on one end and gum on the top end. I wrapped it around my back. So I put it down. Listen, I'm sitting in there in the PO's office. I'm sitting like this right here. And my gum comes off the top of it.
Ooh.
And it starts running down my leg.
Oh,
now
man.
I'm sitting right in front of the PO, smelling like piss all down my leg. I'm like, he's finna send me to prison. He got at the end of it. He felt sorry for me. He thought I pissed on myself because I was so nervous. So I'm playing it off. I'm like, you know,
got to.
dumbass shit, man. That's the shit we do, bro.
It's stuff that we do. Yeah. I mean, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
I think it was 2014 when I got out of Cummins. I went and seen my PO, and I actually had a warrant for some kind of fine or something like that, failure to appear. But I just did 14 and a half months in prison. Why do I have a warrant?
Right.
And
They knew where you were.
tried to go about the right way. I went to court and everything, and they said I had close to about like a $10,000 fine. Dude, I'm not coming back to see y'all. It's over. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
So anytime, you know, so from I think 14 to 17, I didn't do parole. You know, I
was absconded.
I absconded and went back to go ahead and flatten my time out. So and that was, I guess if I'd have just went, you know what I'm saying. But I was high, you know.
You know, we don't take care of nothing whenever we're high, man. We don't want to pay our bills. We don't want to check in. We don't want to do nothing, man.
No, and
That's why kids. That's why when we try to get sober, that's why we need help right there. One of the reasons, because it's like a snowball. It's like it's so big that it's just easier for us to say, you know, screw that. I'm gonna get high. It's so big, so much stuff I got to straighten out, so much stuff I got to fix about myself and my situation that I just don't feel like doing that. You know. And like Jelly Roll says, I'm getting tired of, what did he say? I'm quitting. I'm quitting. You know,
Quitting.
That's how you feel.
yeah.
So, well, tell us a little bit. Tell us about your time here at Incura and what you're doing now,
Okay.
You know,
Time here in Incura. So since I graduated back in May, first off,
May of 25, right?
yeah, May of 25. First, since I started in Cure, I have not left in Cure. Period.
Yeah.
So they really can't kick me out.
Yeah.
So-
I believe that too.
But since I started, or since I graduated, like I told Grant, in any way possible that I could be a part of the Incura family, you know what I'm saying, I'm more than willing to do that. So just being of service in any way possible, you know what I'm saying, volunteering with everything and anything helps me in my recovery.
Right.
Yeah.
And just
One thing we noticed about you, I want to make a point of why I wanted to, after I seen he was serious, why he's in the position he's in that today, is because I noticed that while he was in treatment, he didn't have to do this. He was rounding up patients. Can you imagine our demographic of patients, man? I mean, we're a bunch of outlaws. So, I mean, we're everywhere. In every room we're not supposed to be. Out back smoking when it's not smoking time. You know, we're just doing everything wrong. We're doing too much. City always had everybody lined up, in the group room where they were supposed to be, out of the halls, on his own. So when it come graduation time, I remember talking to Brittany about it. I was like, you know what? I think City will be a good addition here. Just doing this. Because, I mean, we had a huge problem up where City come on. People just being everywhere.
Everywhere.
I thought you worked here the first day I walked in the door.
Yeah,
For real.
he
I
does.
was like, all right,
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
does.
follow City. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
because for the most part, when you get a group of people together and they feel like they can either manipulate the situation
Yeah.
or nobody's gonna say anything, so we're just gonna stay out till somebody say something.
right.
Nah, let's go.
Let's
Group
push our
time.
luck.
Group time. We here
Yeah.
for a reason.
time.
You know what I'm saying? Take it seriously. Without all these distractions. My thing is, if you want some help and if you're serious about it, sit down, get the help.
Yeah.
Cancel out all the distractions, and I mean, just get the help. It's easy, and it's right there in front of your face.
Yeah.
Just listen to what you to the process.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I tell people, I'm like, look, we all grown. If you want to use drugs, go use drugs. But if you want to get clean, then let's get clean.
Let's get clean.
And let's put our everything into it.
I mean, it's not easy, but we don't have to make it as hard as we seem to make it sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because for instance, when you go to a courtroom, I mean, you ain't really back talking to the judge. When you stand there at the podium, you're not texting on your phone at the podium.
Right.
The judge tells you to say your name, keep your hands down and whatnot, and you're listening to him.
Right.
So why not give the same respect to people who are actually trying to help you
Yeah.
get off of
Yeah.
a serious substance? So
Help you not be seeing that judge. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I agree 100%.
So I want to ask you, we kind of talked about your background, talked about your time in Incura. What's next? What is the next 6 months? What do the next 6 to 10 years look like? Because I imagine during those 30 years where you're high, you're not thinking about the next 24 hours unless you're hunting
Right.
to get high.
None of us have no 5-year plan to get high.
Well, my whole outlook on life has changed. I'm currently a CIT, a counselor in training.
Yeah.
So also with that, with our counselor or with our group leader here, Justin, I am able to go back into the jails and
Nice.
kind of teach a 12-step process group with them. So kind of I can go back to area or people who I can relate to and who can relate to me and see that it is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's still a chance out there. You know what I'm saying? If I can do it, you for sure can do it. The door is open. Just walk through it.
Yeah.
But with that, I really have changed my. I really have changed my course to substance abuse. I want to stay in that field. I want to work in that field in any way that I can possible, period.
So he talked about facilitating the group at the jails. The only reason he can't do that here right now is because of the time limit. The state has a time limit on us. If he graduates from here, he can't have anything to do with the clinical side of a patient's treatment for a year.
Okay.
So he can stand at the front, he can be security, which is what he is right now.
Yeah.
But once his 1 year comes up, he's got his CIT.
Boom.
So he can facilitate groups.
Nice.
There's many things he'll be able to do. And that's what our plans are, here at Incura. city
Yeah.
to be part of that.
Oh, yeah.
And the CIT leads on to some other
Yes.
the LAADC.
Yes,
Talk about that a little bit.
the acronyms of it, I don't know much about it, but
Dang, that's why I said talk about it for a minute. I don't either.
I know that from because I just started from.
It leads to a
from the
legit
CIT?
therapist.
Yes.
I think it's called
Yeah.
an LAADC or something,
Yes.
but it's a specialized drug counselor
Okay.
in drugs, in substance use, and actually, you know what? I think that the clinical director, I don't know if he's still the clinical director over at Natural State. That's what he has.
Okay.
He's not a LMSW. He's not a LPN or LCSW.
Yeah.
They're not a LPN. What do they call LPC?
LPC.
Licensed practical counselor. But anyway, it leads to there's a big future for city in this if this
Oh,
is
yeah.
what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I mean, because it's something I can relate to, and then giving back to people who want help or need help.
It's fulfilling.
It's,
ain't it?
it's fulfilling.
It's the
awesome,
most fulfilling
you know,
thing I've done in my life.
Because,
Yeah.
I know before in the past, I used to always tell people I don't like people, I hate people, and I guess it's because of the way I was living, the criminal activity, or the BS I literally put myself through. But man, the past year and a couple months, I like people. People like me. I like to help people. I'm kind of like my dad. In the best way possible, I can give you some of the best advice. And not lead you astray. Just have the
Yeah.
best interest for you.
Yeah.
And taking that and staying with what I got going on at Incura seems to help a lot, because a lot of people seem to they seem to come to me to talk to me about certain things.
Yeah.
Or vent to me, or trying to figure out what their next move is, or and what they have going on, or how did you do it, City? I sat down and listened, man. Just sat down and listened and remained teachable at all times for the most part. So
Yeah, when you corrected, he was humble,
Yeah.
and that's what we got to be. We got to be
Yeah.
humble. And city's done all the right things. We all make mistakes,
Oh, yeah.
The city's done all the right things, and he's my brother for life now.
of course.
Man.
I want to come out to that Jurassic Park.
Dude, whenever you're ready, we'll go out there. I was just out there last week when I visited my
Yeah.
dad out there. Thank God hunting season's over. He quit hunting. He hunts every day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're going to go out there this summer. We're going to go out there.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
ride
gonna go out
around.
there.
Get the mud or something.
That's all I want to do, right around. I don't want to. I ain't gonna kill no.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to
Yeah,
clean
we
it.
ain't much on killing no more.
I don't wanna clean it.
We ain't supposed to be carrying guns either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't do that.
Yeah,
Might drive
yeah. So
around.
we can have clean fun. You know what? Whenever I got, this is a totally different subject. Last time I got in trouble with the law, man, I was looking at 2 class Ys. I didn't get them the same day. I got them a month apart, so that made it even worse.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to put me in prison for 40 years. And I remember looking at my lawyer. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't have my guns no more. Now listen to how stupid I am. I got felony charges in '01 when I was talking about a minute ago. Got a governor's pardon. I applied 5 times. Finally got a governor's pardon. Got my gun rights back. My concealed license. Then got in trouble again in 19. So I was telling my lawyer, I'm like, man, I can't do this, man. I got to have my guns, raise my kid to hunt and this and that. They're like, you're going to have to figure something else out to do. And I did. I had to figure something else out to do. We can't have them guns no
Yeah.
more. It ain't worth it. What is it, 10 now, 10 years?
10 to 20 to 40 life.
Yeah.
But that's really
90% federal charge. Feds pick it up, period.
That's if the feds don't.
Yeah,
If the feds
they
don't pick it
supposed
up.
to pick all gun charges up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I think it's a minimum 10-year sentence, serving like 90% of it.
Yeah.
Man, it just ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. It's not worth it at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Somebody around me always legal anyway, so I'm straight.
My sister or my mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody packing, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
Man.
Yeah.
So talk about your family just a quick second. So you mentioned your mom and your sister. How have they been involved in
so-
the road so far?
My mom, my sister, they're part of my board of directors. I have a board of directors.
Okay, I didn't even know about that.
Nice.
Yeah, so my mom helps me. Okay, I confide in my mom really about everything going on with me. So she's like my life advisor.
Right. Yeah.
My sister's my financial advisor.
Okay.
She has all my account numbers, so she can get in it, move it around, do whatever she needs to do with it. Let me know when I
Make sure
need
you're
to
not
say.
taking out too much cash,
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
She can track all that, and but in doing that, or having a board of directors. Like, I mean, I gotta have a accountability partner also. We stay in tune, and it's very necessary, I do believe, in recovery to have somebody that
Hold you accountable.
to hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? To actually sit down and kind of plan something out rationally, or to help you set a goal and work towards it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, with that, I've gained a new. Because before they didn't like to be around me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them. I think they've gained a newfound respect and love for me. Because like my sister said at my graduation, I'm the brother that she's always wanted.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
I remember that.
Yeah, and that was really touching because my sister, she ain't no joke. You know, if you ain't gonna be around my sister being crazy, acting crazy, looking crazy, none of that. You will not be in public with her nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And to actually have her want me to be around her, either at the gym or she took me out to eat after I graduated. You know what I'm saying? That's really amazing and actually pretty awesome. So, and we have great conversations in the kitchen when we're both cooking. And Mom, you know, I mean, my sister has her brother, or the brother she's always wanted, and my mom actually has her son back that is present in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And around the house. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Board of directors. I've never heard
I
anybody
haven't
say
either.
that.
Maybe I should have heard about this, but I've never heard about that.
But
That's an amazing idea.
Well, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, it
though.
does
I
make
mean,
sense,
like
yeah.
most of the time when we're being sneaky, doing something we're not supposed to, we got to fund it. And if you follow the money,
Yeah,
I mean,
you always will find what's
That's
going
what
on.
the police do.
Right.
They're going to follow the money.
Right.
And so if you want to know what someone's doing, follow the dollars.
Yeah.
And having her in there, so there's complete accountability. It's not a thing of like, hey, I want to tell you about something. It's like, hey, I already know about this.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
Why'd you hit this ATM for $20?
Right.
Or $100 here.
Here's the
What's
trick.
this?
Here's the trick too. You got to tell your mama all your ways, which I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah.
All your tricks.
Yeah.
You know, so that she can see it when we're really being honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's my playbook.
Yeah. Right. Here's my playbook.
See, that's where
It's hard to give that up too.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard
see,
to give that up.
That's where that how comes into play. Because how did I get clean? Being honest,
Yeah.
being open minded,
Amen.
and being willing to do everything I didn't do before.
Yeah.
Period. So I'm not brutally honest with my mom, but
Right. Moms can't handle everything.
No.
They don't have to know every detail.
Yeah, but
You know.
I'm honest about it. Like,
Yeah, amen, bro. I'm proud of you, that city. You know, I
appreciate
just really am proud of you. We talk about him all the time. You
Yeah.
know, because he's doing this is a huge thing, what he's done, you know. With or without Incura, sobriety is a huge thing.
yes.
And so, and I love that board of director idea. We might need to implement that
Yeah,
around
man,
here.
because you get board of directors, all of it, accounting partners, sponsors, financial advisors,
Yeah.
health, health advisors, anything that for any part of your life that you're dealing
Yeah.
with, have somebody that you can confide in, or somebody that you can go to and talk about it.
Yeah.
Period. You know, with your mechanic can be a part of your board of directors.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. You choose. You know
Yeah.
who's best.
Yeah.
That's groundbreaking, really. You're breaking ground with stuff like that. You know, we were a generation raised up in drugs, like you said. You've been on it since you were 30. I was on and off since I was 18. You know, I'm 45 now. We are a generation of drug users.
Yeah.
You know, now we're breaking ground. We're clearing the way for a generation of sobriety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that's great stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
Great stuff.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Well, it's been a great interview. Anything else you want to say?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot more to come.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing these, and a lot more to come. A lot more updates to come on all of us. I do want to make an announcement here. We got an announcement to make. We closed on a building last Friday.
Nice.
12,500 square foot building on 1000 South Rodney Parham. Beautiful building. But we're going to move over there in the next couple weeks and open our outpatient program there.
Cool.
We're doing some construction, a lot of construction action on the interior. So May 1st, we will open with 25 to 30 inpatient beds. By the end of the year, we will have around 50 inpatient beds,
Wow.
inpatient spots, double occupancy rooms, nice clean place to come, with the same culture and atmosphere that we have now. So, keep up on us, keep up with us. We'll keep on updating everybody. I think we were talking earlier, James,
Yep.
about coming over sometime and doing a walkthrough, so that video will be coming so people
Yeah.
can keep up with what we're doing. And
See the vision.
a lot of people on the background that patients never see. There's a handful, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, whether it be bankers, co-founders that have invested their time and money, board members that are behind the scenes that no one ever sees, that has faith in this and has seen what God has done, has seen the miracles, and part of the miracles, that are supporting us. And I just want to thank them,
Yeah.
And, but there's a lot of people behind this that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
That want help this demographic, or my demographic, people in recovery. So,
Awesome.
amen, bro.
That's good stuff.
Real quick, to the audience out there, truly, if you are dealing with any type of substance abuse addiction and you truly do want some help, Incura will meet you where you are.
Amen.
There's no judgment involved.
Okay.
We're a big, happy, loving family, and we'll do whatever it is that we can to help you as long as you're willing to be helped, period. So
Amen.
give us a call, and just remember, no matter what, just for today, you do not have to use.
Amen. We'll worry about
Amen.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That number is 501-747-1731. And you can email us at gethelp@incura.life. I'm sure James going to put that up too.
I got you.
Yeah. Well, this has been great, guys.
Good stuff.
Thank you for having me.
All right.